It's nothing against you personally, and like I mentioned before, it's nothing against, it's just my frustration levels through the roof because I am a Christian myself and I don't appreciate what was done. And I know it's not everybody here is responsible for it. Oh.
Yeah. Please tell me that I can't, that I won't, that I fail, that I'll never make it out, yeah. Please tell me all the bad, never good, fill my head full of every single doubt, yeah. Please say any negative thoughts, I pop off when I hear people say I cannot. I get off to the thought of proving everyone wrong, I won't stop to the top, so you better back off again.
Folks, Armor of God Media 1, welcome back. Day 2 of Bible reading. Brought a different Bible, bigger Bible. Just saying. Let's take a look. What we got going on around here with my Bible? Excuse camera work. Just trying to get through here real quick. Okay, this is the spot marked for the mayor again. Of course, what do you got? A vehicle over here without a back license plate. That's interesting. Oh, he's got a temp tag in the back, so that's brand new. Alright. Yep, day 2. Gotta check things out first. Usual suspects. So, it's a little bit more wind today, but I figured I'd make another return. I said I would come back today, so I'm going to go ahead and head inside and check on the mayor and the city attorney. As I had mentioned, I would come back, so I'm here. And yeah, thanks to all the lovely comments that came out on the first original video yesterday, last night, this morning, whenever. Yeah, lots of good comments, lots of, I guess if you don't want to stand up for something, apparently some people question what I'm standing for. Think this is a joke, I need a hobby. It's actually kind of a fun hobby, to be honest with you, but I don't view it as a hobby. I view it as a real world situation. You're oppressing people. You're going against Christians just because they're reading the Bible. That's exactly how I look at it. That's exactly how it pans out. So if you are the one that wants to persecute Christians just for reading the Bible, or anybody for that matter that's reading a Bible out loud in public, well, I mean, I guess to each his own. But to me, I take it personal. I'm not a perfect Christian, but I aim to be. I'm doing the best I can, trying to live by God's word, and they're crushing on God's word, and I don't appreciate it. So that's why I'm here. Day 2. Let's go take a look inside and see if we can get a hold of the mayor and possibly a city attorney. They said that they might be available today, so probably didn't think I was going to come back, but hey, we'll go check on them. And again, with the Bible. Can't forget that. Tra-la-la-la-la. And for those of you who are wondering, yes, I'm actually having quite a bit of fun. Let's go take a look, shall we? Be careful, I have a Bible. And it is the lovely police department over there, as we saw so yesterday. Let's go take a look upstairs. Do you happen to know if the mayor's available?
I don't think she is right now.
Of course not. Day 2. Let's see. Might be him.
Hello.
Hi, looking for the city attorney?
That's me,
That's you. Your name?
Stephen Cheesebro.
Steven? Hey. So, I don't know if you were aware, but I came here yesterday in regards to the teenagers that were arrested for reading the Bible. I just wanted to seek some kind of answers on why they were arrested.
I don't comment on any penny matters.
No. So can you at least tell me if the charges are still pending?
I'm not going to comment on any petty matters.
So pretty much you guys here in Watertown just want to leave a silent path of nothingness. Just you can't comment on anything. Do you find it justified on a personal aspect, set aside everything else?
I'm not going to comment on any petty matters.
That's petty?
Any pending matters.
Pending. Okay, I just want to make sure you said that. Okay. So no comment from the city at all?
No.
Silence. Okay. I don't know. I'm just trying to wrap my head around why nobody wants to be transparent and just say what's going on and what really happened. But nothing.
I'm willing to listen to anything you want to say, but
No, I'm just seeking answers from the government. So, I mean, government doesn't want to open up their mouth and create transparency. We live in a world of silence. So, okay. That's why I kind of figured what was going to happen. It was going to be dead silence from everybody. Appreciate it.
have a good day, sir.
I mean, I don't know. I got the Bible. See if I can find where I was at here.
Okay.
Thank you, Scott. I appreciate your help.
Yep. Let me get the door for you guys. There you
Thank
go.
you.
All right.
I'll get the door for you guys.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate it.
What is
Are
this?
you taking pictures of me?
Nope. You want to?
He is
No.
just video recording stuff. That's all.
I didn't get you in there. Sorry.
That's all right. I'll be playing.
You don't want 15 seconds of fame?
All right. You need to go upstairs, okay, or do you need to hold
Yeah,
on?
no, I'll be right back.
Okay. All right.
Just help me, Scott.
Hey, I hear ya. I'm getting there, and it's you notice
Let's
a little
see.
more every day.
No, you're in your 50s.
I am. I am.
She's in her 60s.
Oh, bugger.
Good brownie points, though. That was a smart move. Yeah.
But she's older than me. That's what I like about her.
Yeah. There you go.
So he's supposed to do the next week. Well, when we went, I told him something's coming. He said, I can't help him if I'm not a school. I'm older.
18 months older.
My wife is 4 days older than me, and that is the best 4 days of the year for me because I don't let her forget it.
All right.
All right, you guys take care and good luck,
Yes,
okay?
thank you.
You're very welcome. You guys have a good day.
All right, you too.
Yep, thank you.
So, beautiful gesture there. But I just had a question for you, if you don't
Sure.
mind. So, you heard about the incident with the kids reading the Bible?
Yes,
Is there anything you guys could tell me about that?
I'm not privileged to say that. You got to talk
Nobody
to either
is.
the captains or the chief. So
They don't want to talk either. I'm just
I
trying to
can't
find
help it.
out
I'm just
why.
not allowed to, so.
So, my question is, if I were to be out here on these public sidewalks or in your department, would you guys arrest me for reading a Bible? I don't mean to be sarcastic,
No.
but
No.
no,
No.
At a high decibel?
Read the Bible.
at a high decibel.
Well, it depends on your definition of high decibel. I mean, if you're screaming at the top of your lungs where people can't sleep because it's at night.
Well, I mean, I'm
Yes,
talking during
it's
the day
different.
here. If I
Yeah.
raise my voice and yell the Bible out, would that be disorderly?
No. Not
Okay.
unless you're purposely bothering somebody, so.
Well, that's not up to them to, come after me over that. If they're bothered by somebody reading a Bible or reading out loud, I mean, that's their problem, not mine. I mean, I'm just saying, because the Constitution is there for a reason. It just seems like, I don't know if you're involved in the whole situation. I'm still have yet to find out, but whoever is, you can't trample somebody's rights. I mean, you can't sit there and supersede the Constitution simply because somebody read out loud, even with a megaphone.
I can't have comments on that right now.
I'm just stating
privileged.
because
Yep.
the Supreme Court's already ruled on it, but yet this town has an ordinance saying you can't do something against the First Amendment,
No, our ordinance just
So.
says you can't use a amplified device.
which is against
So.
the First Amendment, technically. So,
Alrighty, you have yourself a good day.
you too. Your name, I'm sorry?
My last name?
Yeah.
Kind.
What is it?
My last name is Kind.
Perfect. Thank you.
All right, yep.
Appreciate your time. He doesn't want to comment. Okay, well, he said it wouldn't be an issue to be out here reading the Bible out loud. If it disturbs anybody, then that's their personal problem, not mine. We'll get up close and personal with a squad car. Probably use that as a book rest. All right, day 2, because I'm going to keep coming here if I can every day. As long as my work schedule goes around it, we can do that. So let's see. Readings from the Bible. Oh, look, we have the same city worker. Hey, I'm reading the Bible, so I make sure you guys are aware of it. But again, reading from the Bible. Reading from the Bible, folks. He probably won't want to comment on the situation either. Sorry, I'm not a teenager around pedophiles. Okay, so let's see. Going back to the book of Matthew. Okay. Judge not that you be not judged. For with what judgment you judge, you will be judged. Judged. Department is getting judged. Moving on. And with the measure you use, it will be measured back to you. Watertown. Let's see. Moving on. 2. For with what judgment you judge, you will be judged, and with what measure you use, it will be measured back to you. And why do you look at the speck in your brother's eye, but not consider the plank in your own eye? Or how can you say to your brother, let me remove the speck from your eye, and look, a plank is in your own eye? Hypocrite. Oh, yeah, department. Hypocrites. My bad. Sorry. Continuing on with the hypocrisy of this department. Where was I? Here we go. Hypocrite. First remove the plank from your own eye, and then you will see clearly to remove the speck from your brother's eye. No SWAT team. Waiting for a SWAT team. I'm reading the Bible. Day 2. I'll be out here every day. I'll clear up my schedule for that. You know, for the job I don't have, the hobby that I don't have. You know, I find God more important than, you know, a lot of other things apparently. So, and of course there's the church right there. Heard that bell yesterday. And we have air traffic above. Still nobody out here. I wonder if I sat on the squad car. Well, I might do that. If I get too tired to stand, I'll just sit. Okay, moving on. I'm not going to go too much into this right now. I'm going to just give another day 2 taste of things for them, and then I'm not probably going to spend as much time out here as I did yesterday. Yesterday was kind of the initiation of what I'm about to do. Right now I'm at just above 200 people that are going to be out here. Let's see, moving on. I'm just going to go through the end here from 6 to 8, and then we'll close at that. And then you get to listen to my narration, waiting for them to come and arrest me for a Bible at a high decibel. Do not give what is holy to the dogs, nor cast your pearls before swine, lest they trample them under their feet and turn and tear you into pieces. Ask, and it will be given to you. Seek, and you will find. Knock, and you will have the door opened. For everyone who asks receives, and he who seeks finds, and to him who knocks it will be opened. Okay, so that's a little taste of Matthew 7. Matthew 7, 1 through 8. I'm not kidding about this, folks. You can mock me. You can judge me. You can criticize me. You can do whatever you want. But when I see Christians being persecuted all over the world, and I see it in my neck of the woods, only about 20, 30 minutes away from where I live, you bet I'm going to come up here. You bet I'm going to press this department to, I don't know, be transparent, continue to be living in the light instead of the light, or living in the dark. Because that's about what this department is doing, is living in the dark. It's not creating any kind of transparency. They don't want to speak, and I don't care about legal issues. you violated somebody's rights. As a matter of fact, you violated a lot of rights that day. That would be July 29th of this year, 2023, for those of you who are watching. If you're not familiar with it, because a lot of people seem not to be too familiar with it, you can Google it yourself. It's all over the place. Right here in this town of Watertown, Wisconsin. A group of teenagers, a group of neo-Nazis, allegedly, and pedophiles, perverts, MAPS, MAPS, minor attracted people, my bad. Sorry, I will still continue to call them pedophiles and perverts. If you're a grown man dressing in lingerie, dancing in front of small children, and on top of it all, receiving money for it from these children, you're a sicko. You're a pervert. Now, again, as I had mentioned in the last video, those perverts were breaking 2 Wisconsin state statutes, both of which are considered felonies. They were protected by a metal barrier. They were also protected by this police department because it's deemed a drag show, which is apparently protected. But yet, a group of teenagers reading a Bible too loud apparently is a disturbance and arrestable offense, and they also claim, get this, the 19-year-old was resisting arrest. Explain how being cooperative is resisting, because if that's the case, it must have been National Flipping Opposite Day. Excuse the noise from the truck. It's probably some wind noise. I'm hoping this mic is going to work. And we got a dump truck bouncing around. But at any rate, enough of my surroundings. I'm just watching to see if any, rights trampling cops want to come in and say something. Reading a Bible, or even having a Bible for that matter. You never know. They might want to just come in and tackle me just for having a Bible in the parking lot. Never know. But again, I digress. So, they arrest Christian children that are in their teenage years simply for doing the right thing by reading the Bible. Explain to me, and you can sit there and troll all you want, make bad comments all you want, but try to explain to me in the comment section how exactly this is considered, I don't know, a horrible thing to stand outside on a public sidewalk and read a Bible out loud, even with a sound amplification device, microphone, megaphone, whichever. Don't we still have this thing called the First Amendment? I know it's pretty much slimming down a little bit because they're kind of trampling on it a little bit. But as far as I know, we still have that. I mean, last I checked, as of this morning, I didn't wake up in Russia or China or North Korea or anything like that. I mean, some days it seems like it. But if you make a city ordinance that goes above the Constitution, it is null and void. There is no law that shall be formed against the Constitution at all. Any law passed that supersedes the Constitution is considered null and void. So if that includes city ordinances. You cannot make a city ordinance that tramples on people's rights. And a sound amplification device, especially in broad daylight, at an event where I'm sure there were other people out there with sound amplification devices, but yet they're the only ones that got arrested. You tell me what sounds wrong with that picture. And if there were legitimately neo-Nazis, as I've heard, why weren't they tackled and violated and all that? I mean, we'll let them go to where the governor even said it was wrong that they showed up. Why is it that perverts get to go ahead and dance in front of small children and get away with that scot-free? I mean, if I commit a felony, I go to jail. If they commit a felony, they get to go home. If you read from a Bible in public on a sidewalk, you get arrested because it's too loud. It's disturbing people. Well, quite honestly, folks, this world flipping disturbs me. This world has gone completely nuts and upside down and everywhere in between. So, frankly, I think it's more disturbing watching or even thinking about a drag show. I'd never watch one, but thinking about a bunch of perverts dancing around in front of small children, I'd rather listen to someone read the Bible out loud. I'd rather have that. But this department apparently chooses to violate rights and not allow that because it's too loud. I might disturb somebody with a Bible. Nothing? Just like yesterday. I know they're not going to come out here and do anything, folks. That's not the point. I'm not trying to get them to come out here to do anything. I'm not trying to do all that. Because I already know in reality they're not going to come out here and say anything. They already know what I'm up to. They're not going to bother. But it would be fun. I'm not going to lie. It would be kind of fun. Do some verbal judo. I'm touching your squad car. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. Touching the people's squad car. Oh, I'm touching it with the Bible. So a good friend of mine came up with a brilliant idea that I was actually considering. I almost did this morning on my way up here. Get a copy of the 10 Commandments, print that out, and put it on each one of these squad windshields, you know, under the wiper blade. You know, like sometimes happens when you're at a shopping mall or something and you see these advertisements, or, you know, sometimes you come out for 2 seconds from being inside someplace and you find a parking ticket violation on your windshield, you know, like these cops like to do, even though they do the same thing but don't get a ticket. You know, we could do something like that. I'm seriously thinking about it. Or maybe like the Bible you saw in the last video was a pocket Bible that I've had for quite a number of years. Probably go ahead and grab a couple of pocket Bibles and, you know, rest them on the windshields of each of these squad cars out here. And maybe if they read, or if they have the intelligence to read, they could go ahead and, you know, read up on the Bible. You know, the Bible that I'm not getting arrested for, apparently. So I think I'm going to actually go around front here in a moment and just continue on with that. Might be a little bit less wind involved. But I figured, you know, I could just walk around this parking lot, you know, with the Bible. Anybody? Nobody wants to do anything. Because I have a Bible. I will not back down from this, and I don't care how many people criticize what I'm doing. You can do it. I don't care. That's not going to stop me. Nobody, other than God, is going to stop me from doing what I'm doing. Once I set my mind to something, especially when it's something like this that is just, I'm going to continue to do it. Surprisingly, yesterday I had some work out in the area, so I was able to come out here yesterday. Today, surprisingly, I have a light load and I have a free spots where I could come out here. So, in my thinking, my beliefs, that's God's way of saying you have time to come down here, you need to. And I will continue to do this as much as I possibly can around my work. You know, the thing that people say I need to get a job. Well, I do have a job, people. I work a lot harder than most people think. This is something I do when I have the spare time, or if I'm able to make spare time. I'm not out here like some people bashing cops. I'm out here trying to get to the bottom of things. Because this department definitely needs a heck of a lot of work. A hell of a lot of work. And I love it when people look at you weird because you're talking. Yes, I have a camera. I'm in a police department parking lot where I'm legally allowed to be reading a Bible. You can go ahead and contact PD if you'd like. If it's disturbing, please let me know. Alright, well, I think I'm going to head up front now and go ahead and maybe go in the lobby and actually read. I don't know. We'll see. I had a plumbing company over there. The guys are looking over here like, hey, he's kind of weird. Yeah, I am. And I'm proud of it, damn it. Nothing wrong with being a little weird. That's why I laugh at the criticizing of what I do. Because quite honestly, that criticism does not bother me. What bothers me is those that drive these types of vehicles here that trample on people's rights, because apparently it must be entertaining to arrest people, especially children. I call teenagers children. I'm in my mid-40s. I got the right to do so. And arrest them simply for standing out on a public sidewalk reading a Bible too loud. But I was actually going to go to that, well, I ended up going to that park yesterday. I was going to try it again today. But unfortunately, the park where this happened, kind of a little crowded with a carnival that's being set up, which is Riverside Park, north end of Watertown here. So I wasn't able to get up there and do anything up there, but I'm going to see when that carnival's over, maybe head over there too. Meantime, let's go take a look up front. Again, just kind of get a few things squared away here before we get on the road. All right, there we go. I go with the Bible. Yeah, we'll just take the sidewalk. There's probably a little bit of wind here, but you know, it is what it is. This would be like a mini series, you know. I should make this whole Watertown issue a mini series until they finally get the point. That people in general, not just Christians, but people in general should not be tolerating stuff like this. Okay, head up front. There go the real heroes. Oh, there's the fire department, the ones that actually are heroic. Let's go check that out. What are they doing? Criminals. Heroes. Cool. Engine 62. Back in. Them are the real heroes, firefighters, EMS. There we go. Watertown Fire Department, the ones that actually save lives and not screw lives up. Just a side note. They should, since that department is anti-Christ, maybe they should put up a sign saying no Bibles allowed. Hey, let's go take a look. Again. That's okay, I'm patient. I'm looking for the chief of police.
Can I tell him who's here?
I'm just trying to seek answers. I was here yesterday, he wasn't available, so I'm here again today.
Okay, what kind of answers are you looking for?
In regards to a teenager that was arrested for reading the Bible.
Sure. Okay, give me 1 second.
Sure. All right.
He is not in his office. I don't think he's going to be back anymore today, to be honest with you.
Any more today? What time does he normally get in the morning? I'll just come here first thing.
He's usually here by 8.
By 8? Doesn't show up by 8.
We do have Riverfest this weekend, and so he may not have normal office hours.
Do you know if at this fest, is there going to be any drag shows?
I don't organize Riverfest. I don't know.
Okay. I'll just check into it just in case there's any perverts dancing in front of people reading the Bible. What was your name? Mindy. I'm not trying to be rude to you. You have nothing to do with this. You have to understand my concern that you have teenagers getting arrested for reading the Bible while pedophiles get to dance in front of children.
Is there something else I can help you with?
Nope, I'm just trying to seek answers.
All right.
I'll be back. Thank you. That's something you would normally hear out of someone, but if you are against me, I will pray for you to understand that you should not go against the Bible. Oh, here's an irony. The mayor's not in. When I was up there, but the vehicle was here. Now the mayor's vehicle is gone. Oh, handy. So the mayor was here when I asked. Not here. Ducked out as soon as they found out there was somebody investigating this and trying to get some answers. Well, that's a shock. There we go. I got a Bible. Am I going to be the one getting trampled on for having a Bible and reading it?
Well,
So you're in charge of sex offenders?
They're not all pedophiles.
Well, if you're dancing in lingerie in front of small children, yeah.
That's not what I came over to say.
No, I'm just making an example because that's what I'm out here for. I just want to make sure nobody arrests me for reading the Bible. What was your name? Yeah, I'm sorry, I didn't catch your last name. You don't know how to identify? So we're going to go ahead and do a policy violation. Wow, this department is full of hidden secrets. Don't worry, I can always FOIA request your information. That's no problem. Get your salary too. A simple last name. Every other officer is giving me their last name except you. That's all right. Still don't want to give you your last name? No? Okay. Officer doesn't want to give his name. In fact, you know what? We're going to go inside and we're going to go get it. Unit 608. I am not going to put up with this lack of transparency. I love it. Didn't give it. So apparently that's officer didn't give it. You know the irony would be the fact that his last name actually was didn't give it. Is there anybody by the last name of didn't give it? I know there's a lot of right here's going around in this country, but never heard of a didn't give it. Must be related to a widget digit. Let's go see if we can get his name. I'm back. Sorry, I was trying to get some B-roll footage in the back parking lot there, and one of the officers in Unit 608 just came in. He didn't want to give his name. Is there any way you can let me know what his name is? Just his last name. That's all.
I don't know if it is in 608.
Older gentleman, white hair, glasses, tall. Apparently he's in charge of sex offenders.
What was that?
He says he's in charge of sex offenders.
Okay.
I'm just trying to get his name just for the record.
Sure. I don't know. Let me see if I can find out who is in 608.
Okay, thank you. Oh, long time no see. I was just trying, well, I don't know where that, what was her name, Mindy?
Records clerk, yes.
Oh, that was a records clerk. Oh,
Yes.
good. I should have asked her something else. I didn't realize that. I was just trying to find out who the officer was at Drive Squad 608 that just pulled in.
Was there an officer that just spoke to a gentleman in the back lot, the parking lot? Okay. 10-4. Okay, apparently somebody will be out shortly.
I tried coming in, but you locked me out. All right, you already have it on camera, dude.
No, actually, there was a glare. That's why I was asking for your
It's
name.
Bisbee.
Bisbee. Okay,
All
that's
right.
all I need to know. I didn't think that was so hard.
No, but
I'm not trying to be rude with you, but I'm just, you know, if I ask your name,
I wasn't either, but so that's all I'm supposed to tell you is that?
that's all I was asking.
Okay.
I mean, my name is Mike, your name, so that's all I was asking, just being, you know, being cordial. And actually, could I just speak to her for a quick second? She's a records clerk, right?
Yep.
If I could just borrow her for a quick second. I put in an open records request. That's why I just have a question. That's all. Hi. So I put in an open records request yesterday. I just wanted to make sure everything was filled out correctly because there was a question that Amber had as far as checking boxes.
Did you check the box?
No, I didn't because I didn't see any need to check any of the boxes. I just wanted to verify that with you since you're the records clerk.
You know you're supposed to check a box. That's why it says on the form to check a box.
Okay, because I've never had to deal with any other open records request. Is it too late to go ahead and check whatever box? Because I'm not sure which box to check.
I'm not trying to be a pain in your butt either. All right.
Oh, I understand, but you know, I mean, if somebody asks for your name as an officer, it's a policy. Just, you know, last name. I'm not asking for personal information. I could care less.
Normally I give my employee number.
Yeah.
Um,
I mean, you got your last name there. The thing is, the camera had a glare, so I couldn't read it. Otherwise, I wouldn't have
I
asked.
got nothing, wrong. So, all right. You have
Yep.
a good day, Mike.
Be safe out there, buddy.
If you ever want to look in our vehicles, just ask. You know, I have nothing.
Mind if I look in the inside?
Yeah,
Really?
yeah, I think so. I think Captain Malloy would have done that.
As long as the computer shut down.
Yeah, as long as my computer.
Oh, yeah, I'm not going to be getting personal information. So,
Right, and that's what we get all nervous about.
yeah, I'm not looking for anybody's personal info. That's not my deal here. So, I'm an independent journalist gathering content for a story, so
Sure.
that's pretty much what this is about. That's why I'm here 2 days in a row.
So where are you from then?
Just
I know you
around.
live in Fort.
What's that?
I know you live in Fort, I think, no? Someone said.
How'd you guess that?
Well, we're the police department, I guess.
Okay. Don't take this as rude, but if somebody's walking around here recording, you guys just get a plate just to see where they're from and what they're about, just because they're doing that. I mean, I'm not trying to be rude. Just don't get me wrong. This is not one of those, I'm trying to be ignorant. I'm just curious.
We're going in the wrong direction.
No, I'm not trying to be rude.
And I don't want to be rude either, but I don't want to answer those questions.
Okay, you don't have to. I mean,
I gotta be just,
well, if you already know where I'm from.
yeah,
Any other questions, just go ahead. I mean,
yeah. And likewise, if you can always ask to talk to a captain and see, hey, can I hop in the car? Can I tour the police department? Something?
well, you guys won't let me bring a camera around the back, so yeah, so I already know
But
that.
if you want to do like the inside, I don't know if he would have a problem with that, honestly.
I mean, if you guys want me to, if you guys would allow me to just do it, I mean, whatever, tour on the inside of the department with a camera, that's fine, but yeah, I won't do it without. And then about how long? Typical 10 days to let me know?
For the body cam?
Yeah. I mean, obviously not to get it to me, but to at least let me know if you guys will honor it for 10 days.
It's not going to be right now because it's still open.
So this is useless to fill this out.
I mean,
Because the assistant chief yesterday, Olson, he had told me to fill this out and go ahead and give it to me. So,
yeah,
so basically I'm filling this out and I'm not going to get anything.
probably a rejection letter.
Okay, well, I'll do it anyways just for that, so I'll have a record of it. It's nothing against you personally, and like I mentioned before, it's nothing against, it's just my frustration levels through the roof because I am a Christian myself and I don't appreciate what was done. And I know it's not everybody here is responsible for it.
Have a good day.
Oh, okay. Yep, thank you. You were personable. You just failed that. Okay. So they're going to reject it. Watertown Police Department. I ain't done. I got nothing, people. This is a amazing department full of secrets. But they'll give me a tour of a squad car. Oh, yeah. What, the back seat of it? Well, I was getting some B-roll footage before that was interrupted, so gotta do my little out on this one. So this department clearly does not appreciate the Bible, does not appreciate transparency. The records clerk is going to deny my open records request on any body cam footage. Just admitted that on camera because it's an ongoing thing. Well, that's interesting because other people have gotten the body cam footage, but you're not going to give it to me? I look forward to the rejection letter so I can take that up to the DA in the county and move forward even higher up if need be to pursue it. Folks, I don't give up. Maybe it's stubbornness. Maybe it's a hardcore belief system I have. Maybe it's because I'm not lazy. That I do my due diligence, I do my homework, and every foot forward, every single step. I don't back down from a fight. I don't know, whatever you want to call it. But I came off as nice to that lady, the records clerk, and she came across as rude. And that other officer who came out here mistaking me for somebody else, I just simply wanted to find out his last name because I like to know who I'm talking to. Isn't that what they always tell you? We just want to know who we're talking to? Well, I just want to know who I'm talking to. Simple. Very simple. So, can't give me a name, and I have to go inside, wait forever to find out what your name is when somebody couldn't have just said, oh, that's Officer so-and-so, because I do believe there was a glare on my lens that didn't capture his metal tag that's on there giving me his name. The only thing I could see was a B. I might have to re-review the footage, but that's all I got to see. So simply ask his name. Officer Kind, Officer Hoyt, Assistant Chief Olson didn't have a problem giving me their names upon asking. But this one just seemed to want to hesitate on his name. I wonder why. And then thought I was somebody else. Clearly I'm not somebody else, but clearly they ran my tag and know where I live. Or maybe you want to follow me home. I mean, it'd be kind of out of jurisdiction, but hey, if you want to have a party, Fort Atkins is a great town to do it in. Most of their department sucks. You guys would fit right in. Well, I'm done with the bashing. I'm trying to be more Christian-like. Unfortunately, that kind of set me in a little bit of a direction. I said I was a Christian, but not a perfect one. Anyways, folks, I'm going to wrap this one up. This is Watertown Police Department, Day 2.
Hey kid, don't ever let them get inside your head. They'll tell you what to do in life instead of everything you know that you could get. Don't let them guide your life towards regret. I'll fight for what I love with every breath. My past is filled with things I won't forget. I use them all to push me to my best. So treat the worst of times just like a test. If only I could go back in time, I'd tell myself that everything will end up alright. Just push yourself, test yourself, figure out what you like, and find your limits, don't be rigid, always work towards a prime. Surround yourself with open minds, people can change your life. A few friends with intent can help you feel alive. Find a passion, take some action, and with a little time, just be patient, make a statement, try to enjoy your life. They'll try to kick you while you're down. They wanna rise up while you drown. They wanna fill your head with doubt. They're silently scared that you'll figure it out. I'll make it look like I'm losing, won't bother hiding my bruises. And when they finally think you're wounded, then it's your chance to be ruthless.